What's up? So, as I said last time, I did do a little bit. I recorded some of the side missions that I did. Some of them were recorded good, some of them are recording kind of got screwed up. So, but the clips that I do have, I am planning on creating the clips that I have, I will be creating a kind of mishmash video to kind of its own standalone thing to just upload. That one won't have me and it won't have any commentary. It's just raw gameplay, but I'll put it on there anyway because there's a couple things in there that I think are pretty interesting. Like the Warlord Darius. Yeah, his I don't know if I've ever actually completed the negotiation with him. Yeah, that's painful. That's really painful to watch. There's a couple others that I haven't done yet. I'm also going to record those and put those as part of the same video whenever I get to it. But for this, we're just going to focus on Virmire today. I think I'm probably going to do Terra Nova. I'm going to do the Bring Down in the Sky DLC. I think I'm just going to record the gameplay on that and just upload the relevant clips because there's not a whole lot. And if you've played it, the only real choice is at the very end. So I think that one I'm just going to record the clips for because it's not that important for what we're doing here, and it's not really entertaining. It's not even an entertaining DLC to watch. It was fine when it came out. You know, it introduced the Batarians in the game, like physically introduced them, because up till that point, pretty sure you hadn't seen a Batarian at all, even though they were in the book. But anyway, so there's that. I'm trying to think what else. There's the Major Kyle one that I haven't done yet, but I did do the Biotic Extremists. I did Garrus, Rex, and Tali's optional missions. They're not really loyalty missions in the first game because loyalty isn't a factor. Like, what they think of you doesn't really factor into the ending. So, but it is important in the later games, so not really important, but again, this ties back to what I'm trying to do. So the reason I did those missions is not because I'm trying to make every wrong choice that brings Shepard just a little bit of pain. I'm trying to maximum emotional damage, to quote the meme. And so the best way to do that is for him to have the strongest bond possible with all these crewmates. And bring them just because
reading a signal. Must be our Solarian infiltration team.
Check out those defense towers.
Drop the Mako. We'll go in hot and take them out.
I'll get you in underneath their radar, Commander. You've got a clean drop, Commander.
Stay out of range and continue evasive maneuvers until I bring those AA towers down.
I know the drill. Meet you at the camp once those towers are offline. Choke her out.
I'm gonna up that just a little bit. Okay. I understand that they had to have Shepard outside the Mako to do that little dialogue, you know, to make it look interesting. But it bugs me that Okay, you land in the Mako. And it lands facing that way. And then they do that little cinematic, and you're standing over there outside the Mako, and the Mako's facing this way. I don't like that. It's a small thing. It's a nitpicky thing. But it just kind of takes me out of the whole experience. If that makes sense. It is interesting because Vermeer, as far as long-term repercussions, is kind of the most consequential mission. I mean, obviously the Rachni is an important decision, and as is, you know, Colonists on Barrels, but as far as immediately affecting the story, Vermeer just has the most. I mean, consequences to your party are just unavoidable. I know, it's a very, like, surface level point to make, but it is worth noting. Yeah, is this stupid me, this one? Whatever. Either way, it's worth doing. Apologize, my energy's gonna be a little low tonight because I'm tired. Just generally, I'm just tired.
There's our target, Commander.
Oh, there we go. Love it when a plan comes together.
There must be a way to shut that gun down.
I'm reading that the grid is down, Commander. On approach to the Solarian base now. Out.
Ready to continue. On your mark, Commander Shepard. That's it. We should be free to make our way to the camp.
I'm really looking forward to getting done with Mass Effect 1. Because outside of a few gears, there's not a whole lot to really go over or explain as far as the things I'm doing. I do think that things are going to get a little more interesting when we get into Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3, just to be able to talk a little bit more about the consequences of certain
Commander,
choices.
Normandy's touched down at the base, but it looks like we're grounded. The Solarian captain can explain when you get here.
Oh my god, this takes forever.
There go the Solarians.
So what are we supposed to do now?
Stay put until we can come up with a plan.
Are you in charge here? What's the situation?
I'm Captain Kirahi, 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG. You and your crew have just landed in the middle of a hot zone. Every AA gun within 10 miles has been alerted to your presence.
What are we supposed to do in the meantime?
We stay put until the Council sends the reinforcements we requested.
We are the reinforcements.
What? You're all they sent? I told the Council to send a fleet.
We couldn't understand your transmission. They sent me to investigate.
That is a repetition of our task. I lost half my men investigating this place.
So what have you found?
Saren's base of operations. He set up a research facility here, but it's crawling with Geth and very well fortified.
What's Saren researching?
He's using the facility to breed an army of Krogan.
How is that possible?
Apparently, Saren has discovered a cure for the genophage.
The Geth are bad enough, but a Krogan army, he'd be almost unstoppable.
Exactly my thoughts. We must ensure that this facility and its secrets are destroyed.
Destroyed? I don't think so. Our people are dying. This cure can save them.
If that cure leaves this planet, the Krogan will become unstoppable. We can't make the same mistake again.
We are not a mistake.
Is he going to be a problem? We already have enough angry Krogan to deal with.
He'll be fine. I'll talk to him.
I'd appreciate that, Commander. My men and I need to rethink our plan of attack. Can you give us some time?
Go ahead, Captain. I'll come back soon.
We won't be long, Commander. In the meantime, if you need any supplies, you can talk to Commander Rentola. He's in one of the tents nearby.
Looks like things are a bit of a mess.
Yeah. I wouldn't be so worried if it wasn't for Rex. It looks like he's gonna blow a gasket.
You think I should go talk to him?
It wouldn't hurt. Well, it might, actually. Just do it carefully.
I'll be careful, but be ready.
I'm always ready.
God, I hate. This is another one of the reasons why I don't really like Ashley. Because I don't like her acting unilaterally here. I just don't.
This isn't
At all.
right, Shepard. If there's a cure for the genophage, we can't destroy it.
Calm down, Rex. I'm not the enemy here. Saren's the one you should be mad at.
Really? Saren created a cure for my people. You want to destroy it. Help me out here, Shepard. The lines between friend and foe are getting a little blurry from where I stand.
This isn't a cure, it's a weapon! And if Saren is allowed to use it, you won't be around to reap the benefits. None of us will.
That's a chance we should be willing to take. This is the fate of my entire people we're talking about. I've been loyal to you so far. Hell, you did more for me than my family ever did. But if I'm going to keep following you, I need to know we're doing it for the right reasons.
Rex, these Krogan are not your people. They're slaves of Saren. Tools. Is that what you want for them?
No, we were tools for the Council once. To thank us for wiping out the Rachni, they neutered us all. I doubt Saren will be as generous. All right, Shepard. You've made your point. I don't like this, but I trust you enough to follow your lead. Just one thing. When we find Saren, I want his head.
Okay, see how that whole interaction played out. Rex is not an unreasonable guy. And yet, that situation can turn out differently. If you don't help him find his armor, it takes a little more talking to get him to stand down. Or you can end up having to shoot him, or Ashley will just shoot him if you can't convince him. And I hate that. I hate that.
Your ability to calm the Krogan is impressive.
I'm surprised you were able to reason with a Krogan.
But so the reason we're a lot, talking Rex down instead of getting killed right away is because Shepard and Rex's friendship is actually really, really compelling, especially in Mass Effect 2 and 3. I mean, Mass Effect 1, it's a little surface level. I mean, it's gonna be. But when you meet up with him in Mass Effect 2, and then in Mass Effect 3 especially, it's a really good story. That's weird. Anyway.
Greetings, human. I am Commander Rentola. I can provide you with supplies for the upcoming mission.
The ultimate confrontation, if you do
let me see what you have.
Have Rex alive, but then
is.
Sabotage the genophage cure, is pretty horrible. Pretty horrible. I mean, it is just fucking heartbreaking. For me, anyway.
Thank you for speaking with the Krogan. The assault on Saren's base will be difficult enough as it is.
I assume that means you've come up with a plan.
Of sorts. We can convert our ship's drive system into a 20-kiloton ordnance. Crude, but effective.
Nice. Drop that nuke from orbit, and Saren can kiss
Keep
his
that
Tyrian
number in
ass
mind.
goodbye.
20
Unfortunately, the
kilotons.
facility is too well fortified for that. We'll need to place the bomb at a precise location.
Where do we take the nuke? And how do we get there?
The bomb must be taken to the far side of the facility. Your ship can drop it off, but we'll need to infiltrate the base, disable the AA guns, and pacify any ground forces first.
You want us to go in on foot? We don't have enough men.
Good. I prefer a straight fight anyway.
It won't be that simple. We just don't have the numbers to meet them head-on. I'm going to divide my men into 3 teams and hit the front of the facility. While we've got their attention, you can sneak your shadow team in the back.
I just hope you survive long enough to be useful.
We're tougher than we look, Commander. But it's true. I don't expect many of us will make it out alive. And that makes what I'm going to ask even more difficult. I need one of your men to accompany me, to help coordinate the teams.
We'll need someone who knows Alliance communication protocols.
I volunteer, Commander.
Not so fast, LT. Commander Shepard will need you to arm the nuke. I'll go with the Solarians.
With all due respect, Gunnery Chief, it's not your place to decide.
Why is it that whenever someone says, with all due respect, they really mean kiss my ass?
Maybe because the enlisted gunnery chief is trying to give orders to the, commissioned lieutenant. That might be a reason. I'd tell you to kiss my ass if I were in Caden's place. Okay, so this is another... I'm going to make a few choices here, and I think what I'm going to end up doing is... we'll touch on them each individually, but then once this is all, when we get to the end, then I'll go over kind of everything. So, what I'm going to do here, because of romancing Ashley, and because we're just looking for maximum emotional damage, is we're going to send Caden with the Solarians.
Elenko, you're with the captain. Keep it simple, understood?
Aye, aye, Commander.
I will have the ordnance loaded onto the Normandy and brief your crew on its detonation sequencing. Do you have any questions before we go, Commander?
Funnily enough, sending Caden with the Solarians is something I do in my normal playthrough anyway. Just comes with some other choices. Oh, God.
Let's do this.
Excellent. Then if you'll excuse me, I need to prepare my men.
Well, this is it. Don't do anything foolish while I'm gone, Ash. And that goes for you too, Commander.
We'll be fine, LT.
Yeah, good luck.
Is there something you wanted to say, Caden?
It's just weird going under someone else's command. I've got so used to working with you. All of you.
Don't worry so much. We'll see you on the other side.
I know, I just wanted to say that it's been an honor serving with you, Commander.
It doesn't matter if we're not in the same unit. We're still a team. Watch each other's backs, keep your eyes open, and fight like I know you can. We'll all come out of this in one piece.
You bet, Commander.
You all know the mission and what is at stake. I have come to trust each of you with my life, but I have also heard murmurs of discontent. I share your concerns. We are trained for espionage. We would be legends, but the records are sealed. Glorying in battle is not our way. Think of our heroes. The Silent Steppe, who defeated a nation with a single shot. Or the Ever Alert, who kept armies at bay with hidden facts. These giants do not seem to give us solace here, but they are not all that we are. Before the network, there was the fleet. Before diplomacy, there were soldiers. Our influence stopped the Arachni, but before that, we held the line. Our influence stopped the Krogan, but before that, we held the line. Our influence will stop Saren. In the battle today, we will hold the line.
Personally, prefer to get job done and go
Good luck,
home.
Commander. I hope we will meet again.
And if you don't get that yet, you will.
Com check. Do you read me, Commander?
Loud and clear.
Good. We'll start our push. We'll try to make it to the AA guns, but it might be up to you to finish the job. And Commander, if you see any way to undermine their defenses, we could definitely use the help. Shadow is on the ground. Lieutenant Alenko with me, Gordon.
Fire is coordinated on Monivite team. We can't reach the Geth turrets. They're out of range.
So, this is another area where what a person could do is there's three things that you can do really to help these Solarians. At least he gets three.
Damn it. We have to move. Anyone left from Manavai, merge up with Jayato. Lieutenant Alenko with me.
So, there's the communications. You
They're
can
calling
scramble.
sat strikes. Jayato, watch for comm stations. Alenko, can you see
Like,
anything?
destroy that little outpost that I kind of skipped over. You could go in up there, and there's something you could do there. Oh, that you. That wasn't even me. That wasn't even me. Man. We're gonna go back. We're gonna do it again.
Fire is coordinated on Monivite team. We can't reach the Geth turrets. They're out of range.
Form up.
Damn it. We have to move. Anyone left from Manavai, merge up with Jayato. Lieutenant Alenko with me.
It's that little satellite antenna thingy.
They're calling sat strikes. Jayato, watch for comm
See.
stations. Alenko, can you see anything?
What I didn't know the first time I played this was, what they're saying up there actually references things you can do to help. No, you guys get back there.
Not without an airlift.
Get back there. I don't want your help just yet. So you destroy that satellite up there, and you can help the Solarian STG. But since I don't want to do that, we're not gonna.
Bundle up.
Which is why I just restarted this whole part of the mission.
We're getting pounded. Bunker up before the aircraft return.
So there you hear Kate reference aircraft. So something you can do here is you can actually find where the Geth drones are coming back to refuel. And you can destroy them. Which we're not gonna do. Now, granted, by the time this is all said and done, whether or not we helped isn't going to matter all that much. But again, I will talk about the why of it once we finish this mission, basically.
Eagle, form up with JA. Hold that line. must be getting close.
So, you can make this easier for them, for the Solarians. You can also make it harder, which I don't normally like to do. Again, a lot of this goes against my better judgment. I do normally send Caden with the Solarians, but I also normally do everything I can to help them. Just happened. Anyway,
we've got access to base security. We should be able to cut the alarms from here. Might even be able to trigger alarms on the far side of the base. It'll clear out the guards for us, but they might be too much for the Solarian teams to handle.
They can handle it. Again, this goes completely against what I normally do. Not just for the implications of, like, sending the Geth to where the STG are is bad for them, but also if you're playing this game, or if you're doing a playthrough where you don't have a max leveled character, it's helpful to have more enemies to kill. So if you say they've got enough trouble, you just cut the alarms. You say, no, they've got enough to deal with, we're just going to cut the alarms so that they don't realize we're going in. That's it. If you say they can handle it, what's going to happen is going to set trigger alarms on the far side of the base where the Solarians are attacking, and send more Geth that way, which reduces the number of enemies in the next area.
Alenko can take a few more. Minimize the guard presence in the base.
I hope they're ready for this.
It's really hard to hear, but you can hear the alarms here. Oh, okay. Didn't mean to do that.
We're compromised. The alarms have failed.
The hell keeps exploding? Hang on. I'm gonna do a thing here because right now you've got that fucking armor. It's driving me nuts. There we go. That's better.
What do you want? I told you everything. Who are you? Alliance, right? I knew someone would come. It tried to break me, but it couldn't. I shut it out.
Nobody's going anywhere till I get some answers.
Private Mano Savata of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG, sir. Captured well on reconnaissance 6 days ago. Glad to answer, sir. Never any questions from these bastards. Just whispers and poking and cutting. I said anything to get out and get some payback. That's not too much to ask, is it? A little payback?
Can you help me, or will I be carrying you out of here?
I'll be at your back every step of the way. I just need to get out of here and away from that incessant whispering. They piped it in for days now.
Something's not right here, Shepard.
If we don't let him out, he's as good as dead. We have to do something.
Yes, leaving me here would be bad. Very bad. It's too small and the noise just won't go away. Whispering is loud, you know? I need to get out. Let me out.
Set him free. He could help us.
Yes, sir. You'll find I am very good at following orders. I should be. I hear them over and over. Why are they repeated when they're so simple? Damn simple!
So that's the reason that I do that is again, narrative justification for the things that we're doing, right? These are the first Solarian prisoners you come across. Okay, yeah, let them out. Let them out. Come on, we're gonna help them. They can help us. We're all gonna fight. It'll be okay.
Stop them. The work must go on.
And then they turn around and they attack you.
We're being flanked.
Deactivate alarms? No. See, you actually can deactivate the alarms at this point. So the other reason I do it is because, okay, you come to this area.
Is someone out there?
More Solarian prisoners. Well, the last one's just fucking attacked us, so... No, we're not gonna touch these guys. We're not gonna touch them because, unlike that last asshole, this guy actually is in his right mind. He hasn't been indoctrinated yet. More codex entries.
Get down.
I double tap that. Didn't mean to. Oh, don't tell me it's gonna do this shit again. Don't do the armor thing again. Oh. It did stop. Good. Yeah, anyway. So we let the first Solarian prisoners out, the crazy ones, so that they attack us, and we can justify that Shepard's going to see these and be like,
is someone out there?
No, we can't take that chance anymore. Which is that door. That door goes down into those other prison cells. So we're just going to avoid it this time. What do we have to do? Okay, yeah, we had to deactivate it. I don't normally take this route, so I normally just... Another thing mods do is adding actual Krogans to, you know, incubator tanks here. Because normally you go through the entire level and you're like, where are the Krogan? I don't get it. What the fuck is going on here? Oh god. Did this glitch out on me? I think it did. I think it did. Okay, we're just gonna speed run this part.
What do you want? Who are you? That's not too much, do I?
So,
I need... Damn simple! Stop them! The work must go on!
Krogan reinforcements. Janto, hold your ground. We're being flanked.
Damn it. I really hate the overload or the
Is someone out there?
decryption minigame. It's better than the one that was on Well, I don't know if it's better.
Saren's experiments have to...
The alarms! Intruders!
But the original one was like a Simon Says thing, which wasn't all that fun. There we go. Then again, this one isn't all that fun either. I'm not a big fan of the decryption minigames, just
What's going on?
in 1 and 2 at all. Although, I think it's kind of odd how they just dropped them in 3. Oh, it just kind of came out of nowhere and made it all feel odd.
Intruders! Get the guard!
Let's get the job done, Shepard. I don't want to look at this crap anymore.
There we go. Okay, now the door opens.
What is going on here? Where are the guards? Where is Saren? Saren will receive his proper reward when we find him. What is this? One of my own fighting against the glorious rebirth of our kind?
You're breeding an army of slaves. Tools to be manipulated. What glory is there in that?
Are you blind? We have a cure for the genophage. Saren has led us through the darkness to a new dawn. You will not destroy the work we have started.
There we go. Seemed much better. It actually worked this time. Cool. One of these had a grenade. There we go. Pull up on grenades again. Here we're going to come to another choice.
Don't shoot! Please, I just want to get out of here before it's too late.
I'm not going to hurt you. Who are you?
Ranna Thanoptis, neurospecialist. But this job isn't worth dying over, or worse. You think the indoctrination only affects prisoners? Sooner or later, Saren will want to dissect my brain too.
Give me one reason I should help you.
I can help you. This elevator behind me goes to Saren's private lab. I can get you in. See? Full access. All of Saren's private files. Are we good? Can I go?
I'm gonna blow this place to hell and gone. If you want to make it out alive, you better start running.
What? You can't. But I'll never. Ah!
You enjoyed that, Commander.
So that one's a little more subtle than most of these. And there are a few choices like that where it's not directly tied to anything big. But one of the things is in Mass Effect 2 and 3, you have your communications terminal where you can receive mail. Or occasionally you'll just see news reports. Ranna Thanoptis does show up in Mass Effect 2, but she doesn't have anything big to do in Mass Effect 2. However, in Mass Effect 3, there is a news report that directly references her, making Shepard's choice here to let her go actually a huge negative. So, in a normal playthrough where I'm just trying to make, the best choices of trying to max everything, I just kill Ranathanopoulos right then and there. In the long run, that is the better option, is to just shoot her right there.
Commander, look over here. It's another beacon, like the one on Eden Prime.
I always found it, like, I would always just rush down here, and I didn't really look up there. I didn't know what that was until after this cutscene.
Commander, you okay? The Solarians will do their part. Let's just make sure we do ours.
Who's Rex?
Saren needs to pay for what he's done to my people.
Okay.
I get the feeling something bad is about to happen.
I love this scene.
You are not Saren.
What is that? Some kind of VI interface?
Rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh. You touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding.
I don't think this is a VI.
There is a realm of existence so far beyond your own, you cannot even imagine it. I am beyond your comprehension. I am sovereign.
I love this scene because when Mass Effect 1 first came out, the story was kind of a mind blow, right? You've got the cycle of extinction and these unfathomably ancient artificial life forms called the Reapers and all this stuff. It's actually kind of like an, I don't want to say eldritch horror, but you know, kind of the kind of thing where it's like it you really cannot fathom the minds of these things. And I like Sovereign, or Nazara, as we find out from Legion and 2. I like the way he's portrayed here. The voice, the modulation, like the pitch is perfect. I like the things that it says. Harbinger to me never felt as intimidating as Sovereign does. Sovereign to me actually does come across as intimidating. The things that it says are, they feel profound in a way that things that Harbinger says just doesn't. Right? And I don't know if that's just a personal opinion. I don't know if there's other people who agree with me on that. But I really appreciate the way Sovereign is done. I really do.
Sovereign isn't just some Reaper ship Saren found. It's an actual Reaper.
Reaper, a label created by the Protheans to give voice to their destruction. In the end, what they chose to call us is irrelevant. We simply are.
The Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago. You couldn't have been there. It's impossible.
Organic life is nothing but a genetic mutation. An accident. Your lives are measured in years and decades. You wither and die. We are eternal, the pinnacle of evolution and existence. Before us, you are nothing. Your extinction is inevitable. We are the end of everything.
Whatever your plan is, it's going to fail. I'll make sure of that.
Confidence born of ignorance Hence, the cycle cannot be broken.
Cycle? What cycle?
The pattern has repeated itself more times than you can fathom. Organic civilizations rise, evolve, advance, and at the apex of their glory, they are extinguished. The Protheans were not the first. They did not create the Citadel. They did not forge the mass relays. They merely found them, the legacy of my kind.
Why would you construct the mass relays, then leave them for someone else to find?
Your civilization is based on the technology of the mass relays. Our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire. We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it.
They're harvesting us. They're here to wipe us out.
What do you want from us? Slaves? Resources?
My kind transcends your very understanding. We are each a nation, independent, free of all weakness. You cannot even grasp the nature of our existence.
Where did you come from? Who built you?
We have no beginning. We have no end. We are infinite. Millions of years after your civilization has been eradicated and forgotten, we will endure.
Where are the rest of the Reapers? Are you the last of your kind?
We are Legion. The time of our return is coming. Our numbers will darken the sky of every world. You cannot escape your doom.
You're not even alive. Not really. You're just a machine. And machines can be broken.
Your words are as empty as your future. I am the vanguard of your destruction. This exchange is over.
Commander, we got trouble.
Yeah, I didn't notice that those were windows until that cutscene. And even my first couple playthroughs, I think I kind of forgot that. But yeah, I love Sovereign. I love that whole exchange, man. There's a restraint and a confidence to Sovereign and the way it speaks. Like, it's a detached kind of, like, you really don't matter. You are completely irrelevant. I'm only having this exchange with you because it's mildly diverting. Like, that's the impression that I get from Sovereign. I don't get that from Harbinger or any of the other Reapers that you talk to. Because at that point, and I get it, it's kind of an effect of the story, is Shepard kind of singles himself out, identifies himself as a danger to the Reapers. And I get that. I get it. It makes sense. But in my opinion, in my estimation, it makes Harbinger less compelling of a villain. I like the villains who literally do not give a single shit about the hero. I like the villains who, up until the very last second, do not consider the hero to be an actual valid threat. I like that. Now, it's not to say every villain, right? Like, there's a place for the invested villain, the one who's got a real connection or is actually threatened by the hero. That's fun. Like, cool. But I don't think we see this kind of villain enough. Saren himself kind of acknowledges Shepard as a threat, but Sovereign just straight up does not care. Does not at any point consider Shepard to be a threat up until the very end, the last fight. That's it. It's the last time.
Lay it on me, Joker. I love bad news.
That ship's Sovereign? It's moving. I don't know what you did down there, but that thing just pulled a turn that would shear any of our ships in half. It's coming your way, and it's coming hard. You need to wrap things up in there fast.
This console's been disabled. Orders, Commander.
We'll head for the breeding facility. Time to blow this place to hell.
Right, Commander. I'll meet you there. Joke around.
Oh, yeah, we don't need weapons yet. Gotta go up the elevator first. Yeah. That is, I think, the thing that really made me fall in love with this game. I mean, I loved Knights of the Old Republic when it came out. I was a huge KOTOR fan. KOTOR 2, too. I love KOTOR 2. That's why I've got Malak, Raven, Mission, Karth, Bastila, Treya, and Nihilus up there. I'm really hoping that they come out with Scion at some point. HK-47, T3M4, Jolie, Bindo, Juhani, and Canderous Order, of course. I'm really hoping that they come out with the whole set eventually. And then I really love KOTOR 2. But
The Geth are turning.
Anyway.
Shepard must be nearing the target. Janto, keep them here. Circle around.
I loved KOTOR. I loved KOTOR 2. They're kind of what got me into role-playing games. Mass Effect, I love that you get to make all these choices. I love that, you know, your choices actually seem to influence things. But more than that, the thing that really caught me was the same thing that caught me with Halo, which is that Halo has the first Halo, the first 3 Halos even. You look at the lore and it is, there's so much you don't know, right? Who were the Forerunners? What was their society like? Why did they decide to kill everything? What was the flood threat really like back then? You know, up until Halo 4, the rest of them just fucking ruined it for me. I really wish they would have just left it alone after Bungie left. Anyway, Halo caught me because of those kinds of questions. That whole backstory, the lore. And Mass Effect, in the exact same way, where it's like, who were the Protheans? Who came before the Protheans? Where did the Reapers come from? And I'm in the same way as Halo, when you explore it more and you give the answers, it's kind of like, okay. I like Chavik. I kind of wish that they hadn't included him. I kind of wish they hadn't expanded on the Protheans any more than the Collectors. I thought the Collectors was a good thing, a good inclusion to the story. I wish they never would have actually expanded on the Protheans beyond that. Again, Javik's cool. I love him. I love some of the interactions he's got with the other crew members, but I can't help but feel like the story would have been fine without him. And that keeping the Protheans more of a mystery, especially like not giving them Jamaican accents, would have just, not to say there's anything wrong with Jamaican accents, right? Phil, a friend of mine, he's Jamaican. He's an awesome fucking guy. I love him. But I don't think it fit the Protheans, to be honest. I don't. I think the Protheans would have been better off if we never actually heard any of them speak, if we didn't see any of them uncorrupted. I think the Collectors were a great way to show the Protheans without showing the Protheans. I think including the Protheans in Mass Effect 3 was a misstep. Not a mistake, but a slight misstep. One of those things where it's like, sometimes the mystery of the thing is more satisfying than any answer you could actually come up with. And I wish more studios, story writers, just in general, would kind of just lean into that. It's not to say you can never give answers. Answers can be really satisfying. But sometimes some story elements just are better off unexplained.
Assault on the other one. That's the gun. We need to clear those gas and get the charges set. Charges are set and ready. Everybody get low and keep your heads down.
All right! Nice work. That's one less thing to worry about. Commander, I'm bringing us in. I'll get as close to the site as I can. Commander, sounds like the Solarian teams are taking heavy fire. We better hurry.
Get that nuke offloaded and over to the thermotabs.
Aye, aye, Commander. Bomb is in position. We're all set here.
Commander, do you read me?
The nuke is almost ready, Lieutenant. Get to the rendezvous point.
Negative, Commander. The Geth have us pinned down on the AA tower. We've taken heavy casualties. Captain Kirahi's dead. We'll never make the rendezvous point in time.
Hold tight. We're coming to get you.
Negative. Just make sure that nuke is set. We'll hold them as long as we can.
It's okay, Commander. I need a couple of minutes to finish arming the nuke. Go get them and meet me back here.
Up to the AA tower. Move.
So this is one of the reasons why I send Caden with Kiri. Although normally Kiri's still alive at this point when I play through this. But I send Caden with Kiri, one, because he volunteered first. And two, because he's an officer, so it makes sense to send him, you know, with the Solarians. Like, okay, he's going to liaise with the Solarians. Cool. But I sent him there because to me, it makes, narratively, it makes sense to like, okay, you're going to leave the bomb here. Okay, we're going to go to the AA tower and help the Solarians get out, and the Normandy's going to pick us up from there. To me, that makes sense. What doesn't make sense to me is doubling back to the nuke. To me, that doesn't make sense. See, because you send him up there, you come up here. You've already been to the bomb site, right? So going up here means that you're going someplace you haven't gone before. And the Solarians are up here. You know, who's left? Kirrahe and whoever else is up there. So, okay, you leave Ashley or Kaidan, if that's what you want, with the bomb. And then you're going to go up there and you're going to save the rest of the Solarians, right? Makes sense.
Damn. Geth are sending in reinforcements.
Chief, we just spotted a troop ship inbound to your location.
It's already here, and is bleeding Geth all over the bomb site.
Can you hold them off?
There's too many! I don't think we can hold them! I'm activating the nuke!
What are you doing, Chief?
Making sure this bomb goes off, no matter what! It's done, Commander. Go get the lieutenant and get the hell out of here!
Belay that. We can handle ourselves. Go back and get Williams.
So this is what I'm talking about, right? I like playing the game in a way that makes narrative sense. It's one of the reasons why I like Liara as a romance option, even though she's not. I like Liara. I like romancing Liara, but she's not my top pick. My top pick. I'm a Tali fanboy. Is what it is. But canonically, I like Liara. For reasons that I'll get into a little bit later. Mass Effect 3. But I like playing the game in a way that makes narrative sense. So for me, it makes sense. Okay, Kaidan volunteered first. You know, he's a lieutenant. He has some authority. He can lead a Solarian team himself. So we're going to send him with the Solarians, right? He's also a biotic. You know, so we'll send him. And then we do what we can to make things easier on the Solarians. One, so that they're still a good distraction. And two, because we're not assholes. Again, speaking to what I normally do in this game. So then you make your way through everything. You know, you disable the alarms. And then you get to the bomb site. Ashley comes out with the bomb. And then she's left to defend it and arm it. And we can talk about Ashley's qualifications to arm a nuke. But I think that since Solarians jury-rigged the whole thing, it's probably just fine. It's probably not that complicated. It might take a little bit, but whatever. Leave Ashley there. And the Geth, you know, leave Ashley there and like, okay, we're going to go rescue the Solarians and Kaidan. You know, we're going to go rescue them. Because you got a whole squad or whatever up there. Makes sense. So leave Ashley there. The Geth start flooding in and Ashley arms the nuke. Or Kaidan if you leave him behind. Whatever. I'm not going to pass judgment yet. We'll get into some of my reasons for why I like Kaidan over Ashley later. But Ashley, or Kaidan, arms the nuke so that it will go off no matter what. So, outside of that one crew member, that one squad mate, there's no reason to go back. The nuke is going off. It's just that squad mate. Where the person on the AA tower is pinned up there with whatever Solarians are still alive. So that's why I normally send Kaidan, why I normally help the Solarians, and why at this point I normally still go up and rescue Kaidan and the Solarians. Because to me that makes narrative sense. Also, you get to fight in another area that you haven't seen yet in this level, where going back to the bomb site is just going back to the bomb site. It's literally just over there. And so, that's the main reason why, or the most immediate reason why I choose Kaidan to go with the Solarians, and why I normally save Kaidan. Okay? There are other reasons too, and we'll get to those. But it mainly comes up in Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3 a little bit, and I'll talk about that later. But since we want the most tragic freaking story we can, we're going to go back for Ashley. Why? Well, because Shepard has no reason to go back for her, other than it's Ashley. So at this point, worked the romance with Ashley, sent Caden to help the Solarians, and now we're just going to be like, sorry, Caden, I need Ashley. I care about her. I want her. Screw the rest of the Solarians. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
Williams, radio Joker and tell him to meet us at the bomb site.
Yes, Commander,
It's the right choice, and you know it, Ash.
I'm sorry, Caden. I had to make a choice.
I also love how you can literally
I don't regret a thing.
just leave the game there on that choice screen. You could just leave the game running for like 2 or 3 days. And it just... yeah, you're just gonna stand there, contemplating. Oh, that's a really nice view. Yeah. There we go. I hate how he puts the gun away every single time he goes in the elevator. Oh, I guess there is another crew member here. Interesting. I didn't even mean to shoot that.
Get out. We can't hold. Left flank. Suppressing fire. Suppressing.
Feels bad, man. Also, another reason why I go to Kid. Slipped my mind, but it is a valid thing.
I applaud you, Shepard. My Geth were utterly convinced the Solarians were the real threat. An impressive diversion. Of course, it was all for nothing. I can't let you disrupt what I've accomplished here. You can't possibly understand what's really at stake.
So this is another reason why it makes more sense to go for the Solarians on the AA tower, is because now Saren is literally standing next to the nuke. He knows exactly what's coming. So, I mean, spoiler, he's going to retreat from this confrontation, but it makes no sense. Like, we're about to send his whole facility up in nuclear flames, and he's just... well, I guess I can't win. Like, what? Like, if he's on the AA tower, like, okay, kind of get it, right? He doesn't see the nuke. He might not even know exactly where it is. So, yeah, him retreating, fine. There's no stake there. That's Shepard, okay? Shepard, some Solarians, and some Marines. Fine. Here it's Shepard, a couple Marines, and a nuke in his facility. I applaud them for setting up this choice in this game. There's no way around it. There's no charming your way out of it. There's no intimidating your way out of it. You have to choose Caden or Ashley. I love that they did that. When I first played this game, I was like, what? Like, you know. But I don't like this specific sequence of events. I don't know how you could do it better. There's got to be a way, but I don't really know what it would be. But it bugs me.
This isn't complicated. You'll do anything to get power, even joining with the Reapers.
You've seen the vision from the beacons, Shepard. You of all people should understand what the Reapers are capable of. They cannot be stopped. Do not mire yourself in pointless revolt. Do not sacrifice everything for the sake of petty freedoms. The Protheans tried to fight, and they were utterly destroyed. Trillions dead. But what if they had bowed before the invaders? Would the Protheans still exist? Is submission not preferable to extinction?
Do you really believe the Reapers will let us live?
Now you see why I never came forward with this to the Council. We organics are driven by emotion instead of logic. We will fight even when we know we cannot win. But if we work with the Reapers, if we make ourselves useful, think how many lives could be spared. Once I understood this, I joined Sovereign, though I was aware of the dangers. I had hoped this facility could protect me.
You're like every other poor bastard in this place. A tool Sovereign could use, then cast aside.
I've studied the effects of indoctrination. The more control Sovereign exerts, the less capable the subject becomes. That is my saving grace. Sovereign needs me to find the conduit. My mind is still my own, for now. But the transformation from ally to servant can be subtle. I will not let it happen to me.
You were a Spectre. You were sworn to defend the galaxy. Then you broke that vow to save yourself.
I'm not doing this for myself. Don't you see? Sovereign will succeed. It is inevitable. My way is the only way any of us will survive. I'm forging an alliance between us and the Reapers, between organics and machines. And in doing so, I will save more lives than have ever existed. But you would undo my work. You would doom our entire civilization to complete annihilation. And for that, we must die.
I have a Saren appearance mod on, and I don't think I've got it configured correctly, because it's supposed to be like what he looks like now, I think is what he's supposed to look like on Eden Prime. And then he's supposed to be a little more synthetic here, and then he's supposed to be fully synthetic on at the end. Might have to check the settings on that mod eventually, but I have a crap ton of mods for the whole trilogy installed. They're really awesome mods too, but that's the problem with having a bunch of them is that they're not.
All right, everybody,
It's
hang
sometimes
on.
hard to keep them straight. Okay, that. So it looked like a 20 kiloton explosion. Spoiler: no, it fucking doesn't. No, it fucking doesn't. Not from space.
I can't believe Caden didn't make it. How could we just leave him down there?
It only looks like that from space if the planet's like, what, fucking 10 miles wide. And maybe it is. Maybe it's a super dense 10-mile wide planet. I don't know. But holy shit, that is not a 20 kiloton explosion. It's not. At all. Anyway, oh yeah, that's right. Ashley's all upset because Cade died.
There was no time. I couldn't save you both. The bomb was about to go off.
It should have been me, Commander. You know that.
I'm sorry, Ash. I'd never leave you behind. I couldn't. You know that.
I know, and I'm grateful. But Caden died because of me. Because of us.
Ash, how far are you going to drive yourself? Are you trying to be a martyr? To redeem your grandfather's honor?
That's not fair.
Ironically, that's actually one of the reasons why I prefer to save Caden here. And I guess I'll just say it now. If Ashley dies here, in Mass Effect 2, there's news stories that you can listen to. Caden's, I don't even really remember, probably because I hardly ever kill Caden, but if Ashley dies here, she's actually awarded the she's awarded... Well, she's given awards from the Turian and Solarian governments. I think it's the Turian Silver Dagger and Solarian Supernova or something like that. Either way, like, this woman who very clearly does not trust aliens and whose whole family legacy is marred by her grandfather's surrender at Shanxi is given high awards from both the Solarian and Turian governments. Hailed as a hero. Like, I think that's a pretty good ending there. It's also, she has her sisters and her mom's still alive. Like, she has her family who will miss her, but you know, her family's still around. Caden has his parents, but I don't think he's got any siblings. And so it's kind of just the end to his family line. Also in Mass Effect 3, turns out, while Shepard was incarcerated, Caden was training a whole squad of special ops bionic soldiers. Ashley was up to no such thing. She was busy changing services and becoming an officer and becoming a lieutenant commander somehow.
What the public and the military did to him was unfair, but I don't want to lose you because of it.
Aye, aye, Shepard.
Commander, excuse me for interrupting, but I have an idea. I think the beacon you found in Saren's base was similar to the one you found on Eden Prime. It may have filled in the missing pieces of your vision. I might be able to help you put all those pieces together.
This is also another reason why I prefer doing... I like doing Theron before Novaria because I want Liara there to see her mother. I like doing Novaria before Pharos because I like to have Liara and to get the cipher, you know, before we go to Vermeer. And I like to do Vermeer last, partially because, well, one, you get the final beacon, but also because it's your last face-to-face with Saren before the endgame. And so if you do any of the others afterwards, if you do Vermeer second, you know, if you were to do Novaria before Theron, well, then you're going to attack, you know, you're going to kill Benezia before you meet Liara. And if you do Vermeer before Pharos or Novaria, excuse me, the timeline gets a little weird. I like doing it this way because then you definitively see that Saren hasn't gone through the Mu relay yet.
You want to join our minds again, don't you? Okay, go ahead.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity.
I still don't know what the fuck that was. Credit to whoever did that whole little cinematic, because some of those scenes with like the organic and machine mixed are really like disgusting from what you can see. I don't know why, every once in a while. I think it's got to be the mods, but every once in a while it'll just skip a line.
Did the vision make any sense to you?
It's a distress call. A message sent out across the Prothean Empire. A warning against the Reapers, but the warning came too late.
Hi! It's good to see you. Figuratively speaking.
What about the conduit?
There were other images, locations, places I recognized from my research. Ilos! The conduit is on Ilos! That is why Saren needed to find the Mu relay. It is the only way to get to Ilos.
How come you never told us about Ilos before?
The Mu relay links to dozens of systems and hundreds of worlds. How was I to know Ilos was the one we wanted? Without the
You
cipher,
kind of missed
the
all
images
of
in your visions
Vermeer.
were never clear. Only now do I recognize them as landmarks from Ilos.
We need to get to Ilos.
Forget it. The Mu relay's inside the Terminus systems. Alliance ships are not welcome there. Neither are Spectres.
Well, it's a good thing we have a stealth ship that they can't detect, isn't it?
The conduit's on Ilos, and that's where Saren is heading. I'll be waiting for him when he gets there.
Saren will have his entire fleet orbiting Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You must alert the Council. We need a fleet to... Oh, I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
I don't like how they keep using exhausting there. Yes, it is. I haven't done it as a parent yet, but I remember doing school shopping as a kid, and I remember my parents not enjoying it at all. I'm not really looking forward to it either, for multiple reasons, but... Back to the game, because that's what I'm doing, is... I don't like that they keep using exhausted here. I wish they would have given her, like, a headache or something so that she would have an actual reason other than, like, she sounds energized until she... she just, like, swoons for no reason out of fucking nowhere, and it's just like, I need to go lay down now. She's talking really, really fast, and then, oh my god. Okay, well, that's enough. I gotta go lay down. Fuck off. Oh.
We're done here. Dismissed.
Commander, there's a comm buoy nearby. I can link us in if you want to report back to the Citadel Council. You know, to warn them about Sovereign.
Yeah, you missed pretty much everything I had to say about this, which is... Normally when I play Vermeer, I send Caden with the Solarians. I do everything I can to help the Solarians not die. Kill Ranith and Optus. Leave Ashley with the bomb. Leave the bomb. And then go rescue Caden and the other Solarians on the AA tower. This time, send Caden with the Solarians. Don't do anything to help them. In fact, set the alarm so that the Geth all attack them. Leave Ashley with the bomb. And then go back for her. Even though she's already set the bomb to explode. For a lot of reasons. It's not just because I don't like Ashley, but narratively, I like when Caden survives better.
Set the link up, Joker. They need to know.
Patching it through.
I hope you don't plan to cut us off like last time, Commander. What you discovered on Vermeer is too important.
Saren is formidable enough without an army of Krogan serving under him.
Okay, again, this is a scenario where Shepard should know, based on everything that's happened, based on how the Council has reacted to the other things he said. I think everyone prefers Ashley or Caden in 1 way more than 2. In 2, they just both of them come across as ungrateful, suspicious assholes. They're just complete assholes, regardless of your history with them, which makes no sense when you've romanced them, especially. Huh. Sorry, 1 second here. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, so Caden and Ashley in number 2 just... It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Well, especially when it's like, they just say, you're with Cerberus now? Doesn't matter what you say, you're with Cerberus. I'm not trusting anything you say. Like, Shepard was literally dead. Like, Your suspicion doesn't make any sense at all. But as far as this conversation, it's another situation where Shepard should know that the Council aren't going to believe him about the Reapers, right? Saren's got his geth. He was working on a Krogan genophage cure so he could have an army of them. Like, he should know better than to be like, oh yeah, but this crazy, completely unbelievable thing is actually the real threat. Like, sometimes it's okay to keep that shit to yourself, or at the very least underplay it so that they don't think you're completely insane.
Sovereign's the real problem here. The Reapers wiped out the Protheans. We're next.
Yes, we saw mention of this on your report. Sovereign, Ascension machine, a true artificial intelligence. This news is quite alarming, if it turns out to be accurate.
Sovereign's real. The Reapers are real. Saren even admitted it.
He's playing you, Shepard. Saren still has contacts on the Citadel. He probably saw your earlier reports, the ones talking about your vision and the Reapers.
It's highly possible Saren is using false information to throw you off balance. Our own intelligence has never turned up any corroborating information.
Oh, looks like we lost the signal, Joker.
Understood, Commander.
Miss Williams, Commander, we need to talk. If we do not resolve this situation now, I am afraid things might become awkward.
Oh, awkward, huh?
I hope we can keep this civilized. I do not want things to become unpleasant.
Because it's been so pleasant between us lately. Look, somebody in this room needs to make a choice. It ain't me, and it ain't you.
Okay. Just take a moment here to point out, I disconnected with the Council every single time it's been available. And I love that. It gives you that option. I also love this whole thing. Because I don't know, there's just something about the love triangle that I really find fascinating.
I should have seen this coming.
I am afraid it was inevitable. I may not know much about human relationships, but I understand the concept of jealousy.
Jealous? Of you? You're not even our species.
Perhaps that is why you feel threatened. I am a rival unlike any you have faced before. Hostility is a common reaction to the unfamiliar.
Doctor, you keep smartassing me, I'll show you what my hostile reaction is like.
Both of you, settle down. We can handle this like mature adults.
This is stupid. We're not married, Shepard. You want to get involved with some alien? Go ahead. It's none of my business.
Can't have both? I wish that was an option, but alas, neither Caden nor Ashley is very inclined to share.
You're special to me, Ash.
Yeah? Kinda hard to feel special while you're always chatting with your little blue friend on the side. Or is that my role?
This is exactly what I was trying to avoid. I never should have told you of my feelings, Shepard. I have put you in a terrible position. I am sorry.
I never meant for you to get hurt, but Ash is the one I really care about.
I understand, Commander. Perhaps it is for the best. She is one of your own kind. I am sure you and Miss Williams will be very happy. I should go. I need to check on something.
It's another reason
God,
why.
I think I actually feel sorry for her.
Another reason why I like Liara more than Ashley is I actually do think Liara is more attached to Shepard than Ashley is. I never got the impression Ashley was actually loved Shepard. I don't know why. I just never got that impression from her.
I'll go talk with her in a while and see how she's doing.
I'm betting you never had your heart broke at 15. Rejection hurts, Shepard, even if you act strong. Let's not talk about this here. It's not really the right setting for intimate conversation. You know where to find me.
Yes, the comm room, the briefing room, where no one else is, it's a closed room, is not the right time for an intimate conversation. But the cargo bay, where Rex and Garrus and the requisitions officer are all standing, and anyone else can walk in at any time, that's the right time for an intimate conversation. We're gonna go see what Joker has to say. Also, I do want to say that I think it's a neat touch that after the Vermeer mission, they don't play the regular Normandy like music. It's this soft, kind of melancholic piano music. I think it's a neat touch, neat little atmospheric touch to kind of show that we're not completely over everything that's just happened.
Commander, I know it couldn't have been easy for you down there. Making the call between Alenko and Williams must have been... I'm sorry, sir. I don't know if I could have done it.
There is no right choice for something like that. I just hope I never have to go through it again.
No, I'm not blaming you, Commander. I'm just... I mean, it's hard, you know?
Saren's still out there, Joker. Hold it together. We need you.
Don't worry, I won't let you down. I want to be there when you make that son of a bitch pay.
So yeah, because Ash wants to have her little intimate chat down here where everyone else, even the Solarians, are here.
You have my gratitude, Commander.
Wish there was a way to get them all
Most people would
killed.
have left our team behind. Still, I find the loss of Captain Kirrahe troubling. But I won't blame you. I know you lost one of your own as well.
Captain Kirrahe will be missed, but many others will live because he gave his life.
That is our lot, I suppose. But there may come a day when so many have been sacrificed, it will be impossible to tell who won. The mission was a success. That will have to be enough. We won't trouble you for long. Our unit will be disbanded as soon as we depart. Good luck, Commander Shepard.
Commander, things got heated back on Vermeer. You did what you had to do. I respect your choice.
I appreciate what you did, Rex. I won't forget it.
Just make sure it was worth it. Saren has to pay for what he's done.
No matter what it takes, I'm gonna hunt him down and kill him.
I like the sound of that.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander?
How about Lieutenant Alenko? How are you holding up?
Can't say I'm better. Sorry for anything I said back there. I don't want any deaths on my hands, and it's my fault.
Williams, listen to me. I'm in command of this mission. I made the call, not you. He's dead because of me.
It's funny. I don't have any fear of dying for the Alliance. But when I think of someone dying for me, if you don't mind my asking, how did you deal with the losses on Akuz?
I didn't stop and agonize over it while everyone else was in danger. We've got work to do, Williams. We'll remember him later.
Yeah. A good guy like him must be with God now, huh? So, nothing to be sad about. He must be happier. Thanks for the advice, Skipper.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
We've got a hard fight ahead. Fleets of AI dreadnoughts who've exterminated all life dozens of times over. I think the odds are against us.
When it comes to the survival of humanity, who gives a rat's ass about odds? We're gonna fight them.
Damn straight we will, Skipper. But I'm infantry. Against Reapers, my rifle may as well fire spitballs. I won't have a place in this war. That's what pisses me off, not being able to shoot back.
That's another thing that kind of, I don't want to say disappointed me, but it's one of the reasons why I was so attracted to Mass Effect 1. Like I said, it's kind of an eldritch type thing where it's these super ancient, gigantic freaking AI ships that, according to Sovereign, are so legion that they will blot out the sun of every world. Like, you can't fight something like that the way it's described. And yet, when it comes to Mass Effect 3, we see husks, we see marauders, we see banshees. Like, there are actually things for you to fight. And I don't want to say
We'll
that
talk
it's
later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
a disappointment, but it's not what I envisioned, and it's not completely satisfying.
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought about what you said, about eliminating the threat immediately, regardless of the cost. You were right. You were right about Dr. Salian, too. Killing him was the only solution. This way, we'll know he'll never hurt anyone again.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what
you bet, Commander.
I don't think there's any more upgrades to buy, but I'm just gonna check. Okay, yep, nope.
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
We couldn't have done this without you, Telly.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
I didn't bring you along as a favor, Tally. You're here because you contribute to the mission, and I need all the help I can get on this one.
Don't worry. You can always count on me.
I should go.
See you later.
So I think what we're gonna do is, for tonight, I'm gonna go back to the Citadel, because that's kind of what you have to do at this point. I'm gonna go to the Citadel, I'm gonna do all that stuff, and then once we leave the Citadel again, that's where I'll end this. And between now and next stream, hopefully I'll get some time, or whatever. But I'll get some time and I'll do these side missions that I still need to get done. Because I still need to do the Bring Down the Sky DLC, the Major Kyle bit. But I'll do those. I'll get some more footage from this, because I did more of those side missions off stream. But I'll get some of those. I'll finish this game. I'll string those clips together. And I'll upload those as a separate video, kind of a bonus episode type deal.
I forwarded the mission update to the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements. Ambassador Udino wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his Geth.
Took them long enough. Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
Yes, sir.
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council's finally taking real action against Saren.
The Ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
How many ships are you sending to attack Ilos?
Ilos is only accessible to the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
Secrecy isn't his greatest weapon. The conduit is.
Saren is a master manipulator. The conduit is just a distraction from his real plan to attack the Citadel.
One ship going into the Terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
You detonated a nuclear device on Vermeer. I wouldn't call that discreet.
Your style served you well in the Traverse, Commander. We recognize that. But Ilos requires a deft touch. We have the situation under control.
I just want to point out that the nuke was not Shepard's idea. The nuke was Captain Kirahi's idea. And Shepard was just an extra asset that they used to carry it out. That was Kirahi's mission. Like, yes, Shepard was ultimately responsible for the planting and the detonation of the nuke, but that was not his plan. He landed there, and then he was trapped. And Kirahi and his Solarians were the ones who came up with the plan. He detonated the nuke on Kirahi's recommendation. So criticizing Shepard for that doesn't hold water.
If Saren finds the conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
You bastard! You're selling us out!
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
Nobody stabs me in the back, Udina. Nobody.
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
I hate being right.
I wish I could say I was surprised.
I was surprised Udina bought into it. I guess he's like any other politician. The Council's used to being the biggest kid on the playground. They don't want to believe Daddy's coming to pick them up. And eat them, I guess.
I don't care if I have to go through the Council. I won't let Sovereign win.
That's the spirit, Skipper. Whatever you come up with, you can count me in. I know I'm not the easiest person in the world to get to know, so I'll do you a favor. Just this once. I want you to be happy. Whatever you need, I'll help. There. You made me say it. Boom goes my feminine mystique.
I don't think anyone would ever accuse Ashley of having feminine mystique.
I didn't think you'd want Mystique. I've always thought of you as the take charge type.
Oh, I can take charge if you want.
Sorry to interrupt, Commander. Got a message from Captain Anderson.
What did he want?
Only said to meet him in that club in the wards. Flux.
Sounds important. You'd better go.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Saren was one of the most respected Turians in the galaxy, Garrus. Are you gonna be okay going up against him?
Saren is either a traitor or a madman. Taking him down will restore the good name of Turians everywhere.
Just keep saying that, especially to humans. We've got a lot of angry people right now.
Still can't believe that could happen out in the open.
Yeah, you're probably right. Thanks, Dad.
Oh, there's a keeper I can scan and finish that off. There we go.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
The Normandy's been grounded.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
If we steal the Normandy, you're the one left holding the bag.
And if Saren finds the conduit, life as we know it is over. The Reapers will destroy us. Humans, Asari, everybody. You're the only one who can stop him, Shepard. So I'll do whatever it takes to get you on the Normandy and off this station.
Stealing the Normandy is mutiny. What if the crew won't help me?
The Normandy's your ship now, Commander. Her crew will follow you to the ends of the galaxy. We both know that.
I won't forget this, Captain. I promise.
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That's a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
See, what Garrus forgets here is that Captain Anderson was also an N7 Special Forces officer who was also in contention to be a Spectre. Not officially, but it was being discussed. He was the best humanity had to offer in his day. Still one of the best humanity has to offer. He's just older now.
There's got to be a better way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He's not gonna let you waltz into his office and use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
Udina won't let this slide, Captain. You'll be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the Ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
If you're lucky, the patrols won't catch you.
I'll be careful. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
We're gonna send Captain Anderson to CSEC because, again, bad outcome. The hell is a CSEC officer? Real quick. Little note. The way these signs, like, keep going that way, I always thought it was interesting that it goes as fast as you run. I don't know why that's interesting to me. It's kind of satisfying in a way. I guess. I like it. It's neat. Yeah, we're not going to dally here on the Citadel because we've done pretty much everything that really needs to be done. Already punched Khaleesi Bensine and Al-Jilani. Did not help Emily Wong. Endorsed Charles Saraceno for the Terra Firma party for the spacer seat.
Can do in a fight.
The Normandy isn't built for a stand-up fight. I'd rather rely on the IES than the shields.
But the stealth drive adds a new tactical level to space combat as we know it. Surprise attacks, undetected flanking maneuvers.
I don't know, Garrus. I'd rather not be the first one up the ladder when it comes to new tactics.
So yeah, we're gonna go steal the Normandy.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination.
Sir, this is a restricted area. Sir, you can't...
Just headbutt a Turian. You know how tough you gotta be? A Turing's face is covered in cartilaginous tissue, so it'd be really freaking hard.
Freeze! Back away from the console! Hands up! Now!
Get us out of here, Joker. Now!
And there's the Destiny Ascension.
Can't believe we stole the Normandy. I know we'll all be court-martialed if this doesn't work out, but part of me loves this.
What the fuck was that?
Can't believe we stole
Okay.
the Normandy. I know we'll all be court-martialed if this
What the
doesn't work
fuck
out,
was
but part
that?
of me loves this.
He just like, boop, dropped right in. What the hell? I can only assume this because he was kind of a different model because the first model was playing with the panel in front of him, but goddamn, that was funny.
Oh, damn it, no sign of pursuit? I was hoping the council would send some ships after us. I was looking forward to putting the Normandy through her paces. Figured I'd get to see what this ship can really do.
Saren's still out there. Maybe we'll get a chance to play hide and seek with Sovereign.
You know, it doesn't seem like much fun when you say it, Commander. So you need something?
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Joker's awesome. God, I'm really excited to get to Mass Effect 2, which we're on pace to be able to do that next week. I'm really excited for that because, like I said, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to end it there for tonight. I have work tomorrow. But that's fine because other than, I think, 2 missions, I've done pretty much everything that I need to do for Mass Effect 1. So, like I said, I'm going to take those clips that I recorded from those side missions that I did. I'm going to string those together to a little bonus video. Probably upload that this weekend if I get some time to... I'm not going to put a lot of effort into it, so keep your expectations low. But if I get some time, I'm going to cut them together, edit them, try to upload them this weekend. But Thursday, we're going to do Vermeer. Thursday we're going to do... Or not Vermeer. Thursday we're going to do Ilos. We're going to finish out Mass Effect 1. So look forward to that. Because I'm looking forward to that. And then, next week, we're going to start Mass Effect 2. Which I'm really excited for. Because it's one of my all-time favorite games. It's my favorite of the Mass Effect series. So... Anyway, did I just say that? Yeah, I did. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to cut it there for tonight. So, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.